Hello!
Hello!
And welcome to Quick for FFIX.
FFIX.
My name's Matt.
I'm Laz.
And I fucked this up. Okay.
How did you fuck it up?
I forgot to have it so it was on the starting screen before we started.
Oh well.
Alright.
Who likes grinding?
I do.
You're a lying motherfucker.
You haven't seen me in the club.
Everybody in the club's getting tipsy, or so I hear.
So this is the part where you can grind, you say?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not familiar with Final Fantasy.
Right.
Do they have much grinding?
I see your sarcasm, sir.
I have never heard of a Final Fantasy game having a grind thing, and that was a bit. Oh. He wasn't even looking the right way.
It was more intro than combat.
And I couldn't even steal from him. Oh, I'm next level 9. He had more gil than the grandma. Okay, so the story so far.
Yeah, let's see what you've remembered, what you've taken away from it.
Okay, so.
First of all, who's that?
Zenadine. No, Grenadine. He's got his hyper-allergic cousin. We call him Benadryl. No, his name's Zidane.
Yeah, you waited for the fucking names to come up.
And he likes to
complain.
Yeah, that's better than what I got. Couldn't steal anything. But he has something to steal. Oh, well, he's dead.
Steiner!
God damn it.
I vanquished the foe. Why can't they look at the corpses? That's the thing.
I think we do. But
Well, yeah, we take the gold off them, but not...
Well, you got a potion from the last one. Okay, so...
Don't get that far.
Zidane and his travelling group of thespians have a flying ship.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they afford the upkeep, because... well, then again, they are performing for the Queen, so I feel like she would pay you... Yes. Ooh, it's Okami.
Negakami.
Oh, I stole Phoenix Down. And so they went to do a show for the Queen.
Zidane is close to death.
Vivi was there.
Yes.
After failing miserably in a skip rope competition.
And also at card competitions. If you go back to the Moogle and save, then you will get all the health back for the day.
Ooh, cunning. So,
I think.
yeah, we played some card games. We did something with Back Alley Jack. Okay, good.
Or rather, it was.
Yeah, I mean, I wish there was more of him, but such is life. And so then well, I don't want to say we helped Rat Boy, because we merely followed him.
Yeah.
But
I really can't remember what it was that we had. We looked to see if someone was coming when he took the ladder.
But then we didn't particularly, we neither warned him nor stopped them.
No. And he carried the ladder up a different ladder by himself.
Yes. Needless to say, it's a wonder Rat Boy is not king of us all. Nope, Zidane's still looking a bit worse. Alright. Sorry guys, Steiner's got this.
Yeah, Steiner, you go save the princess. We're going to have some cocaine.
Oh, I was going to say cocoa, but...
That too. Which is the best order to do it? Cocaine, then cocoa? Don't waste it. I suppose you could.
No, I won't. I shall give him some eye drops instead, because everyone knows they heal.
Don't go.
Oh.
It's alright, just run back.
But there's an active time event.
Yeah, you can watch that, I guess.
Okay, so Vivi and Rat Boy. I feel like I can't take this long to explain the story every time. So Vivi and Rat Boy snuck into a show, which was being done by Zidane and Blank and friends.
Marcus and Zinner and Baku.
And they put on a terribly good show where they said, we're going to steal the princess. And then they stole the princess. Well, more the princess sort of came with them.
She chose to be stolen.
Then the queen committed mass acts of terror upon her own people. And now we're in a forest. We also discovered the horrible truth that in the world of Gaia, yes, I looked it up, everyone is born and they are given a choice.
I know what you're going to say.
You can either...
It's Gaia, by the way.
Well... Tomato, tomato. You can either not have eyes, or you can have eyes but no pupils. These are the choices we must make. And so you'll notice a staggering number of people either do not have eyes or do not have pupils, unless
they're a main character.
They're a main character, which makes me wonder more about Vivi. I'm going to Phoenix down today.
Did you know that's what Phoenix Downs do?
Because I used it last time by accident.
Not that way.
Oh yeah. And so yeah, now we're in a forest and we grind.
Yes, we do.
Like it's 1999. A famous year for grinding. Alright.
I mean, that's what I was doing when I was 10.
Yep. Well, I've done from 10 till now. I've never stopped.
I just can't help myself.
My salt pile is massive.
I'm not sure what that means.
You grind salt or pepper.
Okay, I suppose. So you sell it. You get a salt seller. No, a salt shaker. Pepper cracker. You crack it and sell it. It is cocaine.
Or a glow stick.
Or NOS. Or pure petroleum. No, I mean raw crude oil. That's what I was looking for.
Alright, I've leveled up. How many levels should I go?
It's not the levels we care about. It's the ability points. So if you go to the old menu, go to ability. Yeah. Oh, they don't seem to have the things equipped that we equipped. Do you want to equip the things that are unequipped?
Yes.
Because you press continue. That's the badger. Okay, so zip, zip, zip. It doesn't matter, we're still leveling up, but so get out of this, and then do the other two.
Cat girls. Flea girl.
I mean, we don't really need to leave you alone, because all that means is if you want to run away, you spend money to do it, so I would get rid of that and save your points. Okay. You've got more though, I swear. You must have. You can't be that useless. Well, he is. Okay.
What do you know?
Get rid of that.
Yep.
And then Ruby as well.
Huh.
Have you equipped him yet? As in this. Wait. Yeah. Go to his items. So, equip. No. Sorry. Yeah, that was a bad way of phrasing it. Equip, Vivi. And then yeah, range stuff. Go to wrist.
He has a wrist.
Okay. Go to silk shirt. No. Oh yeah. So he has already changed it. Oh. Why can we not? Oh well. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's because it's fire and thunder that we're trying to learn. But yeah, basically, every AP. So when you go to equip for all the characters, just go to the name here, and you go equip and go to here. So yeah, we've got 9 out of 40. So we just need to get another 31 AP. Oh, okay, 36 AP. So 36 more of those little fights.
What? Alright, so I suppose we should come up with some conversation. And you know we had some just downright cracking conversation
before we started filming, yeah, while we were trying to fix the fucking sound.
So people will be shocked to find out that it didn't go as smoothly as one would have hoped. So I installed an update on the game capture, and then it promptly didn't capture, or died, and the computer had to be reset, which was great.
I think it's because you rushed it. It wasn't ready.
This is true. I did pull out the USB cable.
You didn't buy it dinner first. Electronically speaking.
Yep. So yeah, we talked about lots of things
like games we hate. Well,
Yes.
media we hate, I guess.
Yes. Or media we wish would come back.
Or get better. I don't know.
Well, no, can you tell us about Futurama?
Yeah, so Futurama I loved, and wish there was more good stuff of it. But then we talked about how Family Guy it was good, and then it got bad. I thought it got bad a lot earlier than Matt did, but we both agreed it got bad.
Yeah.
Life is Strange. I liked all of the chapters other than the last one because it fucking just sold it out. Not sold out. That's the wrong phrase. Like for me, it just it polarized the whole thing and ruined all of the choices that I'd made. That's like what I got out of it.
Mm.
And then similar to the end of Mass Effect, but at least with Mass Effect I got to shoot stuff.
True. I guess you could take your rage out therapeutically. But remember, it's about the journey, not the destination. Even if the destination resets your journey.
I was gonna say, when you're talking about time travel, it kind of fucks things up that way, doesn't it?
Yeah. But there's still little memorable things like kicking myself because I didn't discover the Bible verse, so I couldn't find the dialogue to save that bloody girl.
You have to get everything so perfect to save her.
Yeah.
Which I mean, maybe they're trying to be poignant about how hard it is to bring someone back from the edge of suicide, but I don't think knowing the right Bible verse would be the thing that I like.
Yeah.
I guess it's like something that's important to her, and we should listen to the little things.
Yeah, so if we're giving them credit, that was the message they were trying to give.
Yeah. Or they just really wanted to try and jerk our emotions, so they played with the most, explosive one.
Yeah, maybe.
They dealt with a lot of shit in that game. So there was like chronic illness, suicide, bullying,
Assisted.
drugs, guns.
Assisted suicide.
Yes. Traffic accidents, paedophilia,
Step parents.
kidnapping, death,
Grooming. Which I guess comes under paedophilia.
Yeah. What?
Questionable teacher ethics.
Yeah. Surveillance. People who live in caravans. And fast food.
Yeah. Also, killing people who live in caravans' pets.
Did you kill the dog?
No, I didn't kill the dog. What kind of monster do you think I am?
I was hoping someone else would know. I love the bit where it gives you the option. It's like, throw the stick in the road or do something sensible. I'm like, if I throw the stick in the road, the dog's going to get hit by a car. I'm not stupid.
Yeah, it's like, throw the stick in the road or throw it in this pillow.
yeah, exactly.
Just
Good job, Vivi. Glad you're on the team.
I could get him to use magic or...
Nah, that's a waste of his time.
This is true, Stein has got it.
Yeah. He has all things.
And we've leveled up. And I guess it sort of brings a appropriate round circle because in a lot of podcasts I've been listening to recently, and I'll say specifically the Kind of Funny Games Daily and the What's Good Games podcast, the same question has been asked, which I think it's somebody double dipping on their questions.
Right.
But it's a good question. So it was, if you could choose, you can choose one franchise to bring back, but it has to be
done by Michael Bay.
But it's the cost of a franchise you really like can no longer continue. So like the whole back catalogue still exists, but they can't make any more games in that franchise.
Well, I mean, easily I would just choose Final Fantasy for the second option because I already love all the stuff that had come out up until they started doing 13, which ruined everything. So I'd just be like, okay, guys, you've had your time in the sun, but then I'd still have these sort of things to enjoy. And what games?
True, but does that count because you don't enjoy? You wouldn't like them to make another game. So it has to be. It would have to be something you like more than something else. So you still want to.
Well, then doesn't that become the same thing? I don't know. Okay, well let's think about some game series that I love and see if they've stopped yet. Ratchet and Clank. They haven't made one of those in a while.
They have actually. They made a tie-in game with the film. Which was
the film was just the first 3 games in one film.
Yep, so they made a game of it.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Fine. I mean, if I was speaking for my my lady friend, it would be the Jak and Daxter series.
To bring back?
Yes, to bring back. I mean, I don't think they've made another one recently.
No. In fact, they made a film about the first 3 games. It's a tie-in game. No.
Yeah, it's pretty much Ratchet and Clank, but for the different console. Was it even a different console? I don't know. What do I want to see? I mean, Beyond Good and Evil's already come back, so I can't use that.
God damn it. I still have my axe to grind about Beyond Good and Evil.
I agree with everything that you don't like about it, but like an irritating sibling, despite those things, I'm still in love.
Yeah.
Mostly I love that you had a job. So you had an actual, for real job where you took pictures for money. And got paid. Instantly. By bank transfer. It was very grown up.
Yes, but you did this whilst trying to save your pig friend. And
you just didn't like Paige. I loved him instantly, and I think that's...
Really?
Yeah.
It's not that I didn't love him, it's just... I thought the same thing you're talking about. I thought the emotional weight they put on him was something that couldn't be earned in such a short game. The fact he'd been kidnapped, and I was like, oh, okay.
Now, you've actually played it more recently than I have. I don't know what you mean by the emotional weight, because the only time I remember him being in trouble where he was captured by the Doms, as well as Captain Fancy Pants, what's his name? The other dude.
Probably Captain Fancy Pants.
Yeah, sure, Captain Fancy Pants. They're all like in the pods, and at that point I was more keen to get rid of the evil alien threat, and so saving them was just a byproduct. Because actually, you think he's dead for a lot of it. I'd say like a third through, they capture him, and you go, "Oh no, they've killed him!" And then you find him in a pod, and you're like, "Oh, he wasn't dead after all."
Did you really honestly think he was dead though?
Well, no, but the game tries to, it plays
that was the thing.
But I think
well. It's just
I didn't really care that I didn't care about him because the character did, and that was what was important.
But I just found it. I didn't find it that. It has the problem that because it was for the best part open world.
Yeah, relatively.
Yeah, so
yeah, like modular.
Because it had that problem which you have in open world games where they try and make you care about a character. It's like you care about them so much, but I'm going to do some races before I go and rescue them.
I'm going to race hovercraft, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to go take photos of shit before I... So I guess it's the problem with the game format, I guess, as well in that respect.
Okay, and it's not that I'm trying to refute your point, but there have to be games that you've played and enjoyed and not cared about the characters, and that hasn't affected your gameplay. Because caring about the characters, I mean, if you care about the main
surprise attack,
if you care about the main character, even a little bit, the job's already done. So even if you were like, oh, the NPC, oh, he didn't die, cool. Like, how many escort missions do you actually care if the person you're escorting survives? You just want them to walk fucking past.
Just you know what I mean? Do it again.
Exactly, yeah. So yeah, I think there's other games that have less time to make you get attached to characters where I've still enjoyed playing a game where you try and save them.
True.
Fucking Mario. You don't even meet Peach, but no one will go, oh well, I didn't really get time to it. No, this is me making fun of you.
No, I get it. You're sort of doing the devil's advocate sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I get your point. Although I will admit there are some games which made me care about characters in a much sooner time. Like, I was pretty gutted about Loaderbot.
Yes, so the Telltale Borderlands.
Tales from the Borderlands. First of all, that is easily the best of the Telltale series. Like,
yeah.
I have not had as much fun actually with a lot of games as I have with that. But the fact that when it says you can either tell the Loaderbot to flee, or self-destruct, and I had to pause the game because what am I going to do? Yeah. I called it. I will admit I made him self-destruct.
Really?
But then it said Loaderbot will remember this, and I was like,
how?
I was like, he's coming back. He'll be back. But yeah, in a relatively short amount of time where there's not much thing in there, I was like, I care about Loaderbot. He's only been existed for 20 seconds, but
yeah. But I guess that's the thing. Like, it is possible to love a character that quickly, and it just didn't happen for you with Paige, but it did with Loaderbot. I happen to have loved both of them. I was going to say buy a tent.
Oh.
Maybe get 3 of them, and then get out of here.
Okay.
Because the tent will heal you fully if you go to the middle.
Oh, okay.
It just rests everyone, basically.
And then... But then there was the other issue I had, and this is something more to do with aging than anything else. Was it did not control well. In a world of right analog sticks for controlling the camera, I know this is, again, this game doesn't have that, but it's not an open world game in terms of it's section to section. It's more like a dungeon crawler. This game works. You're going from screen to screen rather than trying to have a fluid open world. And especially when you're going to have forced stealth with a fixed camera that is basically possibly arguably the worst placed fixed camera I've ever seen. Like, especially when it's done at knee height in the corner of the room, which has barriers and patrolling guards.
So I mean, I think I know the bit that you're talking about, because I think it annoyed me as much as well. You're a fan of Dark Souls.
Yes.
A game series that is famous and attracts people by how bullshitly difficult it is. I'm just opening up.
No. Okay, but here's my thing.
Yeah.
Dark Souls 1, maybe not Dark Souls 2, because I've been on I mentioned that before.
Yeah.
Is Dark Souls 1? It's bullshittingly hard, but you can't say it's not fair. In terms of whenever I died, if you die, you learn from your deaths. I guess that's the whole point of the series as well. Is especially if you're dying against enemies and stuff. Is you learn their attack pattern. So you learn the attack pattern that kills you. I should probably revive him.
I mean, how he's walking around. Muggles the buying. Should be alright.
Yeah. Next encounter just dies. Whereas in like that, I mean, that section was a particular fly in the ointment because
I think, and obviously neither of us will know, but I think that particular bit, I do think I know the bit you mean, where there's the guards with the masks on, the backpacks that you shoot the lasers and stuff.
Yeah.
If that hadn't have been there, I think you wouldn't have as strong a dislike for the game. As strong.
I think the main thing is if it hadn't been a full stealth section, like I'd be happy for it a stealth section, but if you got caught, if you could do like you did in the rest of the game and fight your way out of it, that'd be fine. I think it's more, I definitely have an issue with forced stealth. I also have an issue with forced stealth where you get shot through walls if you get caught, because fuck that noise. I finally made it to the elevator, shot me through the floor of the elevator. I'm just like...
Shot you through the floor of the elevator?
Yeah, because a guard saw me, but I thought I'd be safe because the gun was underneath the elevator.
Okay.
No.
I mean, I think that's just the game's way of saying we want you to do this without getting caught.
Yeah.
But I can see how it's frustrating, like, why does physics not apply here? Please can physics apply?
Yeah, why does this bullshit, it's like, it's contextual depth to and it's just, it's like the door that is only opened by a certain number of kills.
I love death activated doors. It's a technology that no one ever speaks about, but exists in most games, where death activated doors are just a recognised, like, oh, I've killed everything, the door's open. Like, that doesn't work in any other situation.
Yeah, whereas like I think some games make that work, like the remake of Doom.
Right.
Because at that point you're like, yeah, why not?
Yeah, okay.
Literally, why
if
not?
the game is owning its silliness, but like, if you went to a party and you're like, oh, I don't really know anyone here, I'm a bit bored, better leave. Oh, fuck. Got to murder everyone first, otherwise I can't. As much as in some of those parties, I wouldn't mind, but it's not looked upon very fondly.
It was like when the Prepare to Try when they were doing Resident Evil. And it's like, imagine the conversation with the architect on this building. It's like, so I don't want a key, I want an emblem with the shape of armour that you put in the door and you only use once. It's like...
Yeah. I found that when I've been rolling, hi internet, I GM Dungeons & Dragons games, mostly, and I find that putting puzzles in context is really difficult, or like keys hidden in boxes. I'm like, why did they put the key there? Like, it bothers me that I can't find a reason. Like, why would there be puzzles? Because if I went home and I had to solve a puzzle every time I wanted to go upstairs, I'd be fucking irritated after day 2. Like, it'd be super fun for the first 2 days, and then I would hate my life.
It's like the whole sort of Uncharted Tomb Raider thing where, you know, they had these ancient ridiculous puzzles to guide tombs, like protect tombs and stuff, but some of them can only be opened using technology that was not available at the time. Was this just great foresight, or was it something like, oh, they will only be able to open it when they can use this technology we have not foreseen, but they'll have it? Yeah,
exactly. Or maybe it's technology that's facilitating something they're expecting to be a lot harder. So like, what was the piece of technology?
I think it was oil barrels in a crate.
Okay, so an explosion, they would have fire and pitch and stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to knock it down because of
No, it was just... Yeah. When you're in that... I mainly remember it. I can't remember if it was Rise of Tomb Raider or just Standard Tomb Raider. I think it was Rise, when you're having to jump around this like giant planetarium-like thing.
Right.
Mainly because it was an instant cause of frustration, because as with any sort of 3D platforming, sometimes the direction that Lara would jump would be up to the venerable hands of fate. And I'm gonna go this way and that way. I was like, oh my god, just jump at the...
Yeah, and the game's like, why did you jump off the edge, idiot? I'm like, I didn't!
Yeah, and it's like, alright, so we're gonna make this incredibly intricate puzzle, but we're gonna paint all the ledges that you need to go white.
Yeah.
Because... Well, you know, we like to make tough puzzles, but we're fair.
Yeah. Defenders raised a good point in what we're talking about, where they said it's a door. You don't make a door if you don't ever plan to go through it, otherwise you make a wall. And that to me, like, if someone was locking something away, like a secret treasure, for example, in Dungeons & Dragons or a video game or whatever, then you either wouldn't bother making the fucking elaborate puzzles and get the architects in, or they're going to come back anyway. In which case, you know... I don't know. It always seems to contradict itself.
I guess that's one thing we can talk about, because we never got to an answer about our game thing, but I feel like our conversations on any of these videos that we do, we start off with a question and then we get very, very sidetracked.
Oh shit! Yeah, the game's. It's just because I can't think of.
It's because I got sidetracked with my hatred of
Beyond Good and Evil. Yeah, I know.
And I think the main thing I get is I just don't get. It's one of those things which gets exacerbated because of the hype around it.
Yeah,
and
you like
everyone loves it, but you're like, I don't get why I love it. And then you get people saying how much they love it, and it's like, well, I don't see it, but...
Well, if I might be a fly in your ointment, that's exactly how I feel about Halo. And I understand that lots of people go, oh, it's a great game, and they can show me all these figures of how great it is. I'm like, I just don't fucking enjoy it. Like, so you can't account for taste, I guess.
Is that a dig?
I didn't mean that ridiculously, I'm not sure.
No. Also, is there a reason why I'm facing the wrong way?
Yeah, so there's preemptive strike is where they're facing the wrong way, and then back attack is where you're facing the wrong way. It's basically a surprise round in Dungeons & Dragons. It just randomly, every now and then, someone will have the advantage. Just mixes it up a bit. Hey, you learned everybody.
No, I didn't receive from Goblin.
You got a Goblin card though, so you can play cards again.
Yay! So is that a new ability for someone?
It means he's learnt it, yeah, so go ability and go... Or just quit, you know?
Alright then, I will. Oh, okay. Oh,
no, sorry, you have to go to equip rather than ability. That's my bad. So let's see which one is now full. So it's the bronze gloves, so click on the bronze gloves. There's nothing to change them to, so that's fine. Bronze armor also looks to be 100%. But there's nothing to change it to. What about the bronze helm and the broadsword?
Nope.
Cool, so you've only got, what, maybe 15, 17 more fights. Maybe not even that, because you start getting double enemies as well when you get to a certain level. And we're like level 5 each, so it's a pretty nice place to start the game.
But I guess that's a good one, actually, because Halo is a series I do love. And I would like to see Halo 6, because, I don't know, I feel like I'm a bit of a...
There's been 5?
Yeah. Well, I guess there's technically been more, because there's Halo Reach as well.
That always makes me laugh.
Well, he's learnt to protect girls.
We'll see if we can change, because it...
Although once, I feel it'd be more appropriate considering his character trait to protect gills.
Fine. Never mind.
You can change this leather shirt for a leather shirt.
But this one's blue.
Um,
So yeah, you wish there would be a Halo sexy flavor, right?
no. So
No.
Halo would be the franchise I would sacrifice for Mass Effect Andromeda 2. Because that's not being made. They have officially stated.
Anymore.
Yeah. Whereas,
Wasn't there some bullshit around why?
no, EA have just been like, so, we've basically anyone who's working on it, we have taken out and killed.
Yeah.
No. They've moved them basically. They've just done a lot of rearranging, so they're basically. Anthem is their next big push in terms of.
As it should be. It looks fucking great.
Yeah, in terms of open world space shooter, open world sci-fi shooter.
Yeah.
So they basically redirected everyone with that, and the single player DLC, which makes me really glad I didn't get the Mass Effect Andromeda season pass because I was tempted to.
Yeah.
So basically, the single player DLC, they're just like, well, we're not going to make single player DLC. If you want to find out the story about the Quarian arc and anything else in the universe, we're going to release it in comics and books,
Right.
which I don't mind because I've enjoyed the comics.
But I imagine a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people were
aren't as
pissed.
happy,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure those holding season passes as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I would be.
Yeah, but I mean, they said we're gonna, it's gonna be story. You're gonna see story based, sort of in the multiplayer, and the multiplayer is good, but it's not as good as the single player. And Mass Effect Andromeda, I think it got a lot more shit than it deserved.
Right. So you reckon it's better than people say it is?
I think the problem is what it's being compared to.
Right.
And that comes twofold. First of all, it's being compared to Mass Effect Trilogy, possibly, I'm going to say arguably one of the greatest game series made, especially in terms of, and obviously if you take out the Mass Effect 3 ending, I mean, sort of, I thought Mass Effect 3, the whole story up to the controversial ending was fantastic. And like, it had moments in there which were really got the feels and the emotions. Like, when you get
Warden and the
Krogan genophage core.
Yeah.
Like even sort of the way it starts with you leaving Earth with like the piano music going on top and stuff, it added weight. It gave you a feeling, and sort of obviously the weight didn't have a payoff, but it gave you a feeling that you're fucked.
Yeah.
Everything's fucked.
Unless you push this button. sorry. I'm still sorry.
No. I get it, and I think. Again, one of the reasons that made the ending so disappointing was that they'd done everything up to the ending to such an incredibly high standard. Like when you had the fall of the Asaria homeworld.
It's like, when someone's got excellent foreplay and then all of a sudden just... before it even goes in.
All of a sudden they're unsullied.
Yeah.
Just like, shit.
I think you can switch up the old... Maybe. No, Mage Measure is perfect.
Yeah. Nope. Almost got Flea Girl though. And yeah, so things with the Ardat Yachi and I mean even
the what, sorry?
The Ardat Yachi, the Asaria, which had been taken over by the Reapers.
Oh yeah.
And you had that sort of Foundation stuff where it sort of goes into a bit of a horror for a minute, but then you remember you have a gun. And the ability to make things float around in a ball at your own whim.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not quite Dead Space, is it?
No.
Oh, okay, Dead Space 4 is what I would...
What would you sacrifice for it though?
Fuck. Oh, well, hang on a minute. Maybe I mean that I would sacrifice Dead Space 4 for something else.
But yeah, on to my notes as to why. Again, like in terms of for Andromeda, I felt the combat had never been better, the abilities had never been better, and more fun as well. I think there were little things missed in terms of like your allies were no longer had an influence as to what they did. They just sort of did it by themselves.
Right.
But they were a little more competent. I thought some of the new characters they introduced. I thought the main character. Well, I played as Femme Rider, and Will played as Male Rider, and I'm glad I made the choice to do Female Rider because she's just better acted and just a better character. Male Rider is literally just a bro with daddy issues.
Right. So he's Jason.
he's he's literally most male protagonists.
Right.
You know, he's the same protagonist from Gears of War 4. He's the same protagonist as Batman.
Yeah.
He's just
Repressed male emotion plus combat training.
I'm going to live up to my daddy.
Yeah.
Except, you know, not quite Southern drawl.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, bro, did your daddy die / leave you at a young age? It's like, bro, my daddy left me at a young age too. It's like, let's be bros together. And bro...
Like Batman and Superman.
Yeah, it's bro... Well, I mean, that was...
Your mom's called Martha too?
How do you know that name?
Did we just become best friends?
I mean, that's literally what it was. And you know what?
Yeah.
See me as we always sidetrack. I'm going to sidetrack into that again. And it works perfectly into... So, I've recently been playing Injustice 2.
Yes.
And... So...
You just check the... sorry, it's been dropped.
That's right. And so, Injustice 1 is one of those games which had no right to be as good as it was.
It had no right to be as good as it was.
Yeah, because it was coming off of what was it? It was coming off of Mortal Kombat 9, which
God, has there been 9 Mortal Kombat games?
yeah.
I'm really out of touch with fighting games, apparently.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not into fighting games either,
Right.
and I've tried to get into like DC comics.
Yeah.
Haven't been able to. Apart from, well, Vertigo, I guess, but it depends how Vertigo is a branch off from DC.
Okay.
And I like most Vertigo stuff because that's Constantine, that's Sandman.
Yeah, it is a different printing company. Just
It is owned by DC though, and it
Oh,
is
do they own
in
it
the
now?
DC universe.
Really?
Yes, if you want, you can have a look at my copy of Sandman, which has, well, the first thing of Sandman, which has Green Lantern and Batman in it.
Yeah, I'm not denying that they cross over, but don't they have their own shit as well? Or is it now that
Yes,
they
they mostly have their own shit, but
Okay.
but they are. It is still the same universe, mostly comic arcs.
Right, okay.
Because Sandman, when he's trying to regain his power, the Justice League has some of that power, and so does John Constantine. And
Right.
Constantine is
Has some, like, in bottles? We've only got 6 more fights after this, and we can crack on.
Sweet. Right. And so, but yeah, personally, I've never been into any of the sort of, I guess, the main DC comics. So your Batmans, your Supermans. I've tried, but for some reason they just never click. However, Injustice does.
Right.
I think first of all, the first reason I like it, and spoilers, but it's not that new. Is so at the start, basically, the Joker tricks Superman. He basically infuses some of Scarecrow's fear gas or fear venom with kryptonite. So Superman absorbs it and basically tricks him into killing Lois Lane,
Right.
their unborn child.
Right.
And when he does that, her heart was connected to a nuclear bomb in Metropolis. So when her heart stops, a bomb goes off in Metropolis that wipes out everyone he's cared about.
How did he get why did he bother? Why didn't he just... I guess he's playing with him, but how did he get a... What?
I'm not saying it's realistic. He takes Lois Lane, he kills her by flying it into space because he thinks that she's Doomsday because of Scarecrow's fear toxin.
Right. Wait, Doomsday, the 150-foot tall, slamming...
Yeah, these are some powerful toxin.
Oh, okay.
And so... again, it's not realistic because it has multiverse and shit, but it's not the realism that's a stickler for me. Surprisingly, sometimes it is, but it's not. It's written by the Mortal Kombat guys. They're specialists in batshit crazy.
Hey, batshit.
And they own it. And instead of being broody like Batman is, Batman's still being broody.
Yeah.
Superman just flies in there, kills him, done. It's just like. The thing that someone should be doing fucking ages ago, he just goes in and does it. Yeah. But then, he takes it a bit of a wrong way, sets up a tyrannical regime. As you do. course, Wonder Woman is all in it, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Lois Lane died. Let me console you."
With my boobies.
Pretty much.
Why do they fucking sexualize really strong female characters? That irritates me.
Well, here's the thing though. It isn't more sexualized. She actually, this is my interpretation. I guess it's open to interpretation.
Yeah.
But Wonder Woman has her own agenda.
Right.
In that she wants to stop all war for reasons.
So stop her brother. Spoilers.
Yeah, she wants to stop. She wants to stop a war, and so basically, what she does is she manipulates Superman's anger into creating this tyrannical regime which stops all war.
Okay.
But by force. So it's one of those where it's like, I'm going to stop war by pretty much killing the people who try and start
wars.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a word for people that do that.
Yeah. And so it enters, the sort of minority report thing, but the main thing it does, and this is something you might like,
right,
is the way they treat Harley Quinn.
Okay.
And so basically, it starts off, Joker's died. She's sort of depressed about it, but then she comes to realise what the relationship was, and it's the first time I've seen where she actually sort of realises, and because it's a multiverse, the Joker comes back. And rather than going back to him, she's like, "No, fuck you."
And that's like, yeah, she realises she was in an abusive relationship.
Yeah,
I do
exactly.
Like that.
And she stays that way, and she basically sort of joins Batman's side essentially, and becomes helps Batman in what he wants to do. And like even in Injustice 2, and I don't know whether it's a mild spoiler, but she has
might be done.
So she gets injected with Scarecrow's fear gas, and Joker turns up and tries to sort of win her back inside in her mind. And in her mind, she says, "No, fuck you," and you have a fight, beat him down, and she basically defeats her demon of the Joker.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah, so that's one thing I really like is the way, and they have a delightful friendship between Harley Quinn and Green Arrow.
Yeah. That's okay. I wouldn't.
Which is done really well.
But...
Well, it's because essentially Harley Quinn lightens up a little because she's not trying to do the Joker's bidding. She's not trying to. She's not trying to please them all. So she just becomes her, and it turns out what her is just having fun and.
Killing people.
Yeah, well, she doesn't kill people anymore as well. She's sort of more on Batman's code.
Okay.
And so, yeah, so I like it. I think she, and more importantly, it does a better. This is the roundabout point that
yeah.
It does a better Batman v Superman storyline than Batman v Superman. Fucking Dawn of Justice. I mean, I'm not going to say it's the best. I think The Dark Knight Returns does the best Batman v Superman, the comic, not the...
Right, I was going to say. I don't remember that bit.
I'm guessing you're getting... Are you getting mixed up with Dark Knight Rises with Bane?
No, I was being funny.
Okay, never mind. But it's one of those things where again it's got the whole Deus Ex Machina thing of we can fight him now because we have these pills which make us as strong as him.
Yeah.
At first, but then in Injustice 2 they're a little less bullshitty, and it's like when Batman wants to fight Superman, he has a red sun grenade because red sun. Basically, it's one of the things. Type of things. If they want to take away Superman's power, they expose him to red solar energy, which reduces his powers and sounds like catching.
Wasn't it Earth's red sun that gave him his power in the first place?
It's Earth's yellow sun. And it's because Krypton, if I remember correctly, has a red sun, which is why he doesn't have his superpowers on Krypton.
Yeah. No, that bit I knew. I got the colours mixed up. I didn't realise there was a colour bias.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in a world where Green Lanterns are defeated by yellow light. It's... is he presenting? Is this how I save now?
I would say it's the easiest hide and seek game you'll ever play. First of all, it shows you where he goes. And then...
A spring.
Are you sure about this? Yeah, don't worry. Oh, okay. He's going back to Lindblom, my favourite place name ever.
Let me try and view this so I can see. Okay. He's counting on us.
Shit.
One.
That sounds like responsibility.
Okay. Yeah, if you take bear with me 1 sec.
We found Monty.
Yay, give him a letter, because I think we have letters.
We do. I think Queen is up to something, but I suspect Princess Garnet even more, Kupo. She might leave home soon, with a prince on a white horse. Maybe it's just my imagination. I'm still skinned to Monty. I'm in a very cold place right now, it's really strange. It wasn't like this last time, but I guess this is where I travel. Okay.
Okay.
We're getting a bit of feedback loops. I'm hearing the sounds twice.
Oh, I know where that is. It's from here.
Shush.
There we go. Ooh. Damn it, I muted it too well. Okay.
I've saved and magneted.
Sweet. Can I do anything here? Ah, that's good.
A nice place to have been saved.
Yes. I know, it's sort of...
Oh shit, sorry. No, you don't have to go back. Just go to the ability menu for Steiner and equips. Take off like antibody. Take off bug killer. And up to the top there's minus strike. Okay, down to the bottom there's minus strike. What the fuck? Oh, it's an ability. Never mind. Go back to ability. Put bug killer back on. My bad.
And so yeah, it's one of those things, like, again, Batman v Superman constantly drives me insane because Lex Luthor, I didn't understand the point of he was being there. The whole, I'm debating whether or not the whole Martha being taken captive was because of they're foolish, so they could go, Martha! Yeah. I can't remember what the original point was.
Although it doesn't really matter because we're playing the game now.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, so
that's how grinding in Final Fantasy works. This is new to me. No, it's not. Fire.
Steel. Dendrobium.
Is it like a dandelion and a...
Dendro...
I don't know.
Oh, I stole eye drops.
That's good because you need those.
Yes.
Given that you're blind.
Ah, shit.
252 damage.
Goddamn Steiner.
You will now need to eye drops those motherfuckers. See how now they're all really cool?
Yes. Oh no, we've become blind like everyone else.
This is what it's like.
Item. Oh, I feel like VV would look... Well, actually no. It's one of those where you couldn't tell if he was wearing sunglasses or had his eyes closed. Ah.
Just looks important.
Yes. There she is in low resolution. Yes, this is the master. He's put her in 540 by 480.
What a bastard!
No! He's lowered her resolution to above his!
He casts defense. frag.
I'm enjoying this jaunty tune though.
Oh, yeah, I suppose you haven't really heard this.
No. Bulk magic, fire, plant brain. Steel, plant brain. Attack, plant brain.
Plant brain.
Yeah, 168.
Yes, very. Now you're doing damage.
Oh shit. See, I mean, oh, it makes us blind.
Yep.
Not pregnant.
Which you would expect, really, wouldn't you?
Oh, good job, Steiner.
It's because he's blind.
Ah. Well, I mean, I'm still gonna hold it against him. I've seen Daredevil.
That's how every blind person is, right?
Yeah. Okay, so thunder, huh? So this is just
That looks a lot like lightning.
yeah. I mean, it sounded like thunder. Couldn't steal anything. So is that the thing? Oh, he still has stuff to steal though. I don't care if you're blind, Zidane. Get in on there.
Do the goodly.
See, Vivi's got it.
Just set him on fire. Why can't you do that? So in Final Fantasy, another common trope is there's the way that they level up your spells. So you've got the basic spells are fire, blizzard, and thunder. In a very Pokemon sort of way. But then obviously fire becomes less and less effective. Yay, blank! Becomes less and less effective the higher the level the enemies are. So when you get like the middle level, you get Fira, Thundara, and Blizzara. And then you get like the most powerful level is Blizzaga, Thundaga, and Firaga.
Fire sword, damn, that did a lot of damage.
Yes, it
I should do that again.
did. You should, yes. Do the thing you just did.
It's alright, I'm on it.
He's gonna eat a piece down his dead. Oh, okay.
Nope.
Just fucking up blank.
Can I stop blank?
Doesn't have anything.
Oh, right, now we can actually start attacking him. Oh, wait. Shit.
Let's just be sure.
I know you're blind, but... Alright. Oh. Good thing we stole everything.
Yay, baby!
Ah, so does it zoom on the character who did the final...
It does,
The
yes.
coup de grace. Everyone's blind except Blank, ironically.
He can see fine, despite the fact he's got a belt over his face.
Yeah. Please get out. I think she's is she actually awake?
She's
Conscious.
Yeah.
Princess, please should I drink all of it. I mean, oh god, it's the giant plant rectum and has it crossed over with Starship Troopers? Is this what?
You know Roselia, the Pokemon, and then Starship Troopers. They had a baby.
Yeah. I was gonna say Poison Ivy because she's definitely or it.
Hey now, let's be careful with our pronouns. Run, fucking run.
Fucking run.
Yep. It does not wait for you.
What does it do if it captures me?
We will kill you.
Oh.
Oh well, it'll start a battle and try and kill you. But I'm sure you'll get achieved or not.
Oh. Well, that kind of made it difficult.
I forgot they did that. I'll be honest with you. Now you see you're finding two, and you saw two on the screen. But this is actually only one of those two things. So you've got to go back and kill the other ones for experience.
Steal. Steal.
I would recommend with stealing, it's usually only worth it with bosses.
Alright. What if I use my sword mag? Oh, a potion. A potion!
Okay.
Yeah, achievement! And you said it wasn't worth it!
Yeah, okay.
You know nothing, Laz. When the game
I did say usually.
When the game isn't reading from the same book as you are. Or it is and it's just being a dick.
Yeah.
Alright, maybe I should unsunglass these people.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I Ah! Oh, well, he's running anyway. Hurry, we have to get to the next cutscene. What are you doing?
Hey, Zidane! What are you doing?
Please tell me I can't see there's a belt on my eyes.
Why are you wearing so many belts? It's entirely unnatural.
I can't take it off. It's a Wolf Among Us deal. If I take it off, it cuts off my head. It's...
Oh, spoilers.
Oh, shit. You should play Wolf Among Us though. It's really, really good.
But whatever I do, don't take off my belt.
No, but I don't know if it'll spoil it that much. Because I feel like me, you'll figure it out before it actually tells you.
Right.
Ooh, there's a lot of vibrating going on. Oh, blank! And
So I feel like you've known Blank for less time than you knew Paige.
yeah, and this is my sarcastic caring.
Oh, okay.
This is what happened when Paige got stolen as well. I was like, oh no! If we get stranded, there's no bacon for me.
He's got all petrified and shit. And he heroically was like, you need the thing! Now we can't make fun of the fact that he's wearing too many belts.
Yeah, that's true. Now we can make fun of the fact he's stoned and wearing too many belts. Now we can't take those belts off.
They will always be up.
Or maybe he just saw there are now 5 members in our party, but we can only have 4. And he's like, no!
It reminds me of Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg at that point. If you've ever played that game.
I have not.
There's a new one coming out.
I mean...
Yeah, I guess you haven't played
my
it.
investment is not...
as big as mine, apparently.
Yes. Maybe he wanted to increase gender diversity in this group.
Who? Oh, right.
Maybe he...
She's already there. All he would be doing would be...
Percentage.
Also, it's diversity because he's fucking blind.
That's true.
Well, at least you assume so.
I mean... Some say blindness isn't a choice. Blank begs to differ.
Yeah. I didn't choose to be born this way. I did. Get out of here, you're ruining my argument.
Also, is there, like... Why has our tent got a...
A pom-pom.
I mean, is it half tent, half anglerfish?
It's the Moogle pom-pom.
Alright, so I'm also missing this story, but I'm assuming Steiner's...
He's basically like, okay, the princess is safe, and Vivi was like, oh, Zidane saved the princess, what a hero. And he's like, no, he's the one that kidnapped her in the first place. And now she's like, Steiner, I actually wanted to go, it was my choice, I didn't need a man to do it for me. And he's like,
do you not see me on the rope with flags?
yeah.
And so now the mist appears.
And from the mist, dangerous monsters appear.
Wow.
Not just like they were hiding there the whole time, it literally spawns them in this world.
No one tells Stephen King. So, damn. Looks like we'll have to go on an adventure.
Fuck. Those are my least favourite things to do.
I like how whenever Steiner's like making angry points, he looks like he's skiing.
I know exactly what you mean, but I've never seen it that way until you said it.
I mean, I could have said something much, much cruder, but I thought, you know what? Let's be a new me. Let's go to the less crude option first.
I will try and follow suit.
Yeah, let's look up at the mist.
I think they're stargazing.
Oh, but we came through the mist.
That's a good point.
Zidane, how are you feeling? Oh no, wait, no, it's not her asking Zidane how he's feeling.
Zidane, comma.
Garnet, good. Garnet, good. Could this be? I mean, good to see we haven't changed the naming.
I think that's just... that wasn't the boss's actual name.
His name is blank because you could hardly remember him.
His name is Robert Paulson.
We can't do anything for him right now. Well, not with that attitude. But I can't. Yes, we've just established we can't do anything.
There is. I like it because if you're not paying attention, it highlights stuff in blue that you really needed to pay attention to. Cabin to the south, got it.
Yeah. Now where's south? Oh look, there's something coming.
I am become death.
Yes. Is this what the mist has spawned?
First time I've ever seen anyone escape. So you've been watching people not helping,
Yeah.
seeing them suffer.
Mogster will teach you a few things.
Do you like enforced tutorials?
Oh, good. Actually, that is one criticism I have of Injustice 2. It's not an enforced tutorial, it's just a bullshit tutorial.
Right.
Also, I think there's an achievement tied to it, which is going to make me cry even more. But I'm good. But yeah, it has a thing where it's like, do this button combination. And I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure I did it, but then it's this, ooh, a flute. Does this flute unpetrify people by any chance?
It does not.
Well, shit.
It does something quite significant though, mechanically speaking.
You can call us to anywhere in the world. Press X to play it.
So when you're on the open map, you can save anywhere.
Ooh,
With the flute.
how about now?
You are not on the open map.
Oh. And so yeah, I thought, oh, maybe I didn't do it right. So I'll see how the animation's supposed to look for the attack they're telling me to copy. And it's the exact same as what I've been doing. And no matter what I do, it doesn't seem to register it, even though it looks the exact same as the attack I'm doing. Moogle!
Walk out a little bit.
Oh, there we go.
You know, there was that bit where if you said it wrong 100 times, then it would give you a little thing. Try sending him away without doing anything about 20 times.
Okay, well that's something to look forward to for the next episode, because I think we're just about over an hour now.
Okay. Level 4.
See, now we have 4 members in our party.
Yay!
Because no one likes blank. Okay, but so we're gonna carry on playing this, but we're gonna call it quits here. I don't know why I'm bothered saying that, because
watch the next video entitled Episode 5. Bye.
Yes. In the meantime, I've been Matt.
I've been Laz.
And this has been Quick